Okay, what we have here is a Jeep Cherokee Laredo 4.7 liter V8 engine, and what we're doing is, maybe you can see that or not, we're changing out the water pump. So, so far, what we've done, we've taken this old water pump, which kind of spewing water out the top through the porthole and things like that. I'll show you on the new water pump. It's a little bit easier to see. But let's see if I can find it. Here it is. Right there, that's what's called a weep hole, and basically what happens is when the gasket is compromised or when there's a backflow in the system, the pressure releases through that weep hole, and most of the time that's caused by a bad water pump. Every once in a while it's caused by a thermostat failure, but basically what we've done here is we've taken the old one off, and to keep track of which bolts go where, I put them into the new one in the corresponding holes, and then I transferred them over to the old one in the corresponding holes. And that's important because you can see we have a bunch of different types of bolts that they used here. That's very important to note as well. They range from, I think these ones were all 15 millimeter. This one I actually used a 17 millimeter box end to get off, and then I think that this one was a 13 millimeter. Now, I've seen a couple other videos done about changing the water pump on this 4.7 liter V8, and the one thing that they failed to mention was that you have to remove this fan shroud and the fan as well in order to get the pump out. Instead of doing that, what I chose to do was actually remove the alternator, which made access in and out of here really, really simple. And let me see if I can line everything up here real quick. I can kind of show you how simple. This is a new one, so I want to be very careful with the mounting surface, but basically, let's see, drops right in like that, no problem, and I can mount it when I'm ready, which is what I'm going to do next. Also from here you can see I have great access down to the thermostat, which is the big hose down at the bottom on the left-hand side. That goes into the thermostat. This engine does have a thermostat at the bottom of the radiator instead of the top. As you can see, here's the top hose. Now, a couple important things to mention is that you definitely want to consider back flushing the system. Make sure all the sediment and rust and debris, aluminum fragments, anything, are flushed out of the system before you put in a new pump. Another thing to mention is when you're changing out the water pump, it's probably a good idea to change out the thermostat too, since that's what controls your heating and cooling system. Thank you for viewing the video, and I hope you learned something from that.